Hey everyone, Kupo here and welcome back to my Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster walkthrough. In the previous episode, we did almost everything we can do before a major turning point in the game. First things first, before I head to the floating continent, is I want to do a bit of party management. First thing I want to do is head inside the airship and temporarily add Sabin to our party. So, Terra, Sabin. I'm just going to actually have Sabin. And what I want to do is I want to take the earring off of him. Nice and easy. After that, I want to go into the blackjack shop as well, super quickly. And I want to buy some smoke bombs. I'm going to get 20 of them. 21. Nice round number if you're a speedrunner. Now that we've done that, I'm going to make my way to the floating continent where a lot is about to happen. We're about to get into a gauntlet of sorts, and the first thing we need to do, is make a party of 3. In this case, I want Locke, I want Celis, and I want Terra. Why a party of 3? Well, you'll find out very soon. So, we're going to make our way to the floating continent. And I'm very quickly going to make sure everyone's equipment is correct. Yep, that all looks right to me. And Terra needs Rama. She absolutely needs Rama, and also Celeste needs the Rune Blade for this strategy to work. So we're going to get into 6 battles with Sky Armors and Spitfires. And we're going to learn how to count. So we're going to have to engage them. And here's the first one. They will always surround you. That's worth bearing in mind. Get any steals in that you can. Celis is going to use Runic to absorb as much magic as she can. Oh, I tranced by accident there. But basically the idea is that Locke's going to steal. And Celis is going to use Runic. And Terra's going to use Rama in every encounter. That's what we're looking for. And then between each encounter, we are going to heal up. So the Sky Armors have 900 HP and they are weak to lightning and wind. And the Spitfires have 1400 HP and they are also weak to fire and wind. Something to bear in mind. So yeah, we always want to heal between each battle. Otherwise, there's a chance that everything can wipe you out. So there are 6 encounters here. Just bear that in mind. We'll use Runic, Steel, and Ramu. Yeah, these guys can really hurt if you're not careful. And Locke also stealing ethers is going to be super useful. So that, yep, there we go. 2 down. So once again, abilities, Terra, Magic, Cure, everyone. You can Cure with Celeste as well if you want, but it's no big deal. You're going to end up using some ethers anyway. Alright, this is the one that's scary. You'll either get 1 Sky Armor and 1 Spitfire, or 2 Sky Armors and 1 Spitfire. And that can get massively out of control. Don't be surprised if one of your characters dies here. But yep, so far so good. 3 battles down, 3 to go. Locke gets a level up. Okay. Yeah, we'll use Terra again. Bear in mind, Rama has Rama requires 25 or 26 MP to cast. So if you ever find yourself super low on MP, use your ethers. Don't be afraid. We're going to steal again. Runic. Yeah, 25 MP. There we go. A really cool interaction between Runic and Espers is that Runic usually absorbs all magic, even your own. But with Espers, that's not the case. Okay. And Terra learnt Thunder as well. Excellent. A bit more of that would be amazing. So when you see there's something strange up ahead is coming this way, that tells you you're 4 battles into the 6 battle Spitfire Gauntlet. There are more battles after that. Be warned. I'm going to use some of my ethers that I stole to heal, to recover some of Terra's MP. Okay, 2 more battles to go, and then we've got a mini menu coming up. You may notice a strange pink thing in the background there. Let's try stealing from the Spitfire instead and see what comes up. Runic, magic, stolen ether. Wow, who saw that one coming? It's exactly the same. Okay, 5 down, 1 to go. And there's the, if you see in the bottom left-hand corner, there's an ominous pink thing just floating around. Ooh, I wonder what that is. Okay, last battle, and then we're going to do a quick menu. Steel, Runic. So yeah, Runic can absorb absolute 0, which is what we're looking for. Pew pew! Okay, that is the 6th and final battle. Celeste learnt Bio, which is great. 1 AP away. Wow. Okay, so you'll notice the pink thing in the back coming towards us any second. Yep, there's Ultros. So we have a bit of the old menuing to do. Abilities. I want Terra to switch Espers. We'll put her back on Madwyn. And then in terms of our relics as well, we're going to equip Celeste with some earrings and the hero's ring as well. There we go. We really want her to do some damage. And that is everything for the time being. Once again, want to make sure that Terra is sufficiently healing everyone. Okay, let's see what Ultros can do. Boom! Okay, Ultros 4. 17,000 HP, weak to fire and lightning. So, first thing I want to do with Terra is use a fire rod. Or flame rod, sorry. There we go. Okay, so now that we've dealt over half his damage, half his health is damage, the second phase of the fight starts, and Typhon comes along. Typhon has 10,000 HP and is weak to ice. So what I want to do is I want Celeste to cast Ice, Blizzard, sorry. And then Terra is going to throw an Ice Rod in Typhon's direction. Boom! And that would deal us 10,000. However, instead of getting a victory screen, we're going to get blown off the airship. Into another boss fight. Air Force. Let me see. Let me get my Thunder Rod out. So, yeah, Air Force has 8,000 HP. The laser gun has 3,300 HP. And the missile by has 3,000 HP. All weak to lightning and water. And what I want to do is I want to kill the Air Force with the with a Thunder Rod. Then what I want to do with Block is that I want to steal from the missile bay until I can get the debilitator tool, which is going to be super important Whilst that's happening, I'm going to get Sullus secure with everyone whilst Locke continues stealing. And then Terra is going to use another Thunder Rod to destroy the laser gun. Any second now. There we go. And now at this point, we're just going to have Locke stealing and Sullus healing everyone until Locke steals what he's supposed to steal. I'll have Terra healing as well. So, based on level, the Debilitator has about a 6% chance of being stolen. So the way steal works in this game is that you have to successfully steal first of all. And then enemies can have two items. One will have a 7 in 8 chance of being successful, and the other has a 1 in 8 chance of being successful. Assuming that Locke is successful with stealing in the first place. For Missile Bay, his 7 in 8 steal slot is empty, so you won't be able to steal anything. And the 1 in 8 steal slot is the Debilitator, which is going to be super important for killing a certain enemy in this episode. Looks like we are in a bit of trouble. And how successful stealing is based on Locke's level as well. So Locke is quite a lower level than the Missile Bay. So this will be a bit harder for me to steal than it normally would be. But we'll get there eventually. There we go, the Debilitator. And now all I need to do is throw a Thunder Rod with Terra, and that will kill the Missile Bay. There we go. Thunder Rod, Terra. Mission accomplished. And we get the Princess Ring as well. I will show you what the Princess Ring does once we fall down. Just head to Kefka, Gestahl and the Warring Triad. There's also a collapsed shadow in the just below us, but we're going to ignore him for the time being. So the first thing I want to do is tent up. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to rush through the floating continent until we get to the airship. The reason being that we actually don't have the right party. The reason why I wanted Locke in the first place is because I wanted to steal the Debilitator from the Missile Bay. But for this section, I want a different party. So what's going to happen is I'm going to rush through to the airship, rearrange my party, come back, and then we'll go through it slowly. We'll get all the enemies, and we'll get all the treasure as well. This is why we bought the smoke bombs in the first place. On top of that, I want to equip Locke with the ward bangle, so that our encounters are halved as well. So I'm just going to ignore all the treasure for the time being. I'm just going to make our way through. So we're just going to make our way through. Paths will open up to us. And whenever we get into an encounter like this, I simply want to use my smoke bomb and run away. Alright, we're going to head through, and I am going to ignore that chest for the time being. We will pick it up, don't worry. But for now, I'm just going to do the basics. So I'm going to come down here, step on this switch, come down, and down here, and up to this warp place. You can see the airship already, so that's ultimately our goal. And then at the junction, I want to take the left, and we're going to go down here. And then up here, I want to step on this switch. And I also want to step on this switch. Like so. Boom, that comes down. And now I can make my way across. And down here, and... oh, I've gone too far. I'm going to go down here, sorry. And all the way round. Down here, up here. Alright. There's no staircase there, unfortunately. Very sad. We want to step on this switch. come across, up and down. And here's the airship. Boom, so that's the quick way of doing things. But I do want to return to the airship because there's a couple of things that I want to do. Oof. So, what else do I want to do? Well, I want to make my party again. And this time, I obviously still want Terra, still want Locke, still want, where is she? Celes, but this time I also want Edgar. Edgar's the one with the sprint shoes, as we can see from his equipment. Yeah, nice and easy. Okay, so I also want to take the ward bangle off. Perfect. And I'm going to stick it... I'll stick it on Edgar after what I'm about to do. Okay, that's perfect. We are all set up for success. And we're going to take the wheel. And we're actually going to go all the way to the northeastern continent here. And there is a common encounter on this particular island that I am looking for. I am going to save first of all so that nothing goes wrong. Oh no, wrong one. Okay, let's walk around. Here we go, the Intangir. Very special, very invisible. So, the way this fight works is that Intangir has 32,000 HP. It absorbs all elements, it's got auto haste, auto float, auto shell, and auto protect. It also opens the fight being invisible and asleep. If you damage it in any way, it will wake up, use Meteor, go back to sleep. Kind of bad. So, and on top of that, if he falls below 1,280 HP, it will run away and you won't get the bestiary entry. So what on earth are we supposed to do? What we're supposed to do is we are supposed to use Edgar's Debilitator. And what Debilitator does is that it will make the target weak to one specific element. So it's now weak against water, but this isn't good enough for us. We want Intangir to be weak to fire, ice, or thunder. So we're going to keep on using Debilitator until it's weak to one of those elements. Now it's weak against fire. Excellent. So now I want Terra to use a Flame Rod, now that it's weak to fire. Flame Rod will do 9,000 plus damage, and then Intangir will counter with Meteor, then it will go back to sleep. So what I want to do with Terra is I want her to cure herself, and I'll get Locke to throw a high potion at her as well. Nice and easy. Okay. And then let's revive Edgar whilst we're at it. Edgar might not survive, but it's important that someone survives. So I'm going to throw another Flame Rod. There we go. Another Meteor, and this time both Terra and Locke will block it. Amazing. We just need to do this 2 more times. Have another Flame Rod. Meteor. Okay. High Potion again. Excellent. Cure from Terra. If Edgar can survive this fight, that would be amazing. But we're definitely not under any pressure for everyone to survive this fight. Just one person surviving is enough. Make sure Terra has full HP before she throws her rod, otherwise she will die. Simple as that. Okay, one more Flame Rod to do the business. Another meteor. Oh, Locke's going to die, but Celes and Edgar's actually going to survive after all that. But yeah, Terra learns Thundara, Celes learns Break, Edgar learns Rasp and Osmos. All round good game. Okay, no Gil, no experience, but yeah, who cares? And we'll get an antidote as well as a drop, which is kind of pathetic, honestly. But yeah, that's how you kill Intangir, and that's all the enemies you can get on this world map. What I want to do now is I now want to do some moving around. Before I do that, I am going to rest inside the blackjack. I do need a little refreshment. How did you know? Okay, let's have a look at our equipment. Abilities. I want to give Edgar. I want to give Edgar Phantom. Excellent. I also want to. That's it for now. We'll do other things in a bit, but for now I just want to give Edgar Phantom for one very specific reason. Okay. Before we head back to the floating continent, I want to return to Thamasa, because we're running a bit low on our elemental rods, and we do need some still. So, can I remember where Thamasa is? Give me 2 seconds. Thamasa is... yeah, it's at the very edge. I sometimes just brain fart. It doesn't matter how many times I practice. There are just times when I completely forget what it is I'm meant to be doing. So, no, this is... Mobilers. This is Thamasa. Okay. We're going to head in. I'm going to go to the weapons store again. And I'm going to buy 6 flame rods and 2 ice rods. We have about 3,300 gil, which isn't a lot. However, we want enough elemental rods to do some pretty awesome things in the future. Kind of important. And we'll get the gil back in other ways later on anyway. Okay. That is everything. I want to now head to the floating continent. And this time I'm going to take Terra, I'm going to take Celes, and I'm going to take Edgar. Done. We take Terra because she has incredible magic. And we take Celes and Edgar because those two are going to be in our party for a long time. So now let's properly talk about Shadow and why we're leaving him here. We don't have to talk to him. If we do talk to him, he does join our party. However, we want to funnel as much experience into our 3 party members as possible. And we don't particularly want to funnel it into Shadow yet. So we're just going to leave him where he is. Okay, first new enemy, the Behemoth. Very, very strong. Very unfortunate. 5,800 HP, weak to ice. Oh god, I wonder what this ice rod is for. There we go, nice and easy. That's the first of our new enemies. Celes gets a level up, as does Edgar. Hooray! Just gonna heal up here. And on top of that, I want to stick Celes and Edgar in the back row. Okay. Now I want to go here, and I'm actually going to pick up the Murasame this time. Oh, 2 behemoths. I suggest you run away from these. We are very particular about which enemies we take for experience. And this is just too much of a risk, and I don't want to use my Thunder Rods for that. Okay, so I want to come down here, and there's this chest here. However, I want to get into another encounter first. This one will do. And what I want from this one is that I want Edgar to cast Phantom so that everyone gets Vanish on them. Hooray! Good stuff. And then we're going to run away. Good. Now what I want to do is that I want to give Celes Zona Seeker for the magic +2 level up benefits. What I also want to do is cast Imp on Terra and Edgar, so that we get rid of the Vanish, status, but also so that they become quite weak and they die. This is quite important. In terms of everything else, I now want to give Edgar Catoblepass so that he can start working on death. We need death to be learned soonish. Okay, let us now check out what this treasure chest is. Oh my god, it's a monster in a box. This is Gigantos, 8000 HP, weak to poison, loves doing a throat jab. He's a bit dead. Okay, what I want to do is that I want to use Bio with Celes because weak to poison, in case you missed that. 3490. Hopefully he throat jabs Terra, that's the whole point of this. Didn't really throat jab Terra. Okay, so Terra needs to attack herself. And we basically now need to wait until Terra falls over. There we go, that's what we're looking for. And now we can cast Bio again. And Gigantos is going to fall over. Nice and easy. So yeah, we wanted to funnel some experience into Celes, so she gets a nice magic +4 boost. And we get the Sasuke for that victory. Okay. Revive. Imp. Gonna un-imp Terra and Edgar. And then Terra is going to heal everyone. It's quite a bit that we need to do between each battle. It's quite specific. I hope you're keeping up. Okay. Now what I want to do with Celes is give her a couple more items. I want to give her the Ward Bangle. No, sorry. I want to give her the Alarm Earring. And the Gale Hairpin. It will make preemptive strikes a lot more likely and back attacks a lot less likely. I want to then give Edgar the Ward Bangle, but we're still going to take fights. Okay, so now that we've done that, we want to make our way up here. Stop me if you've heard this one before. But there are quite a few enemies we want to run into, so we're going to take our time with this. Going to step on this here. More behemoths, jeez. We will eventually run into all the enemies here, but a lot of them just want to not show up for some reason. Okay, I want to head down here. Here we go, finally, new enemy, Dragon. 7000 HP, weak to thunder. So, guess what this thunder rod's for? There we go, nice and easy. Celes gains another level, more magic increase thanks to Zona Seeker. Okay, 4 more enemies to find. So we're going to come up here and then head this way. Okay, as a reminder, that right teleporter will just take you to a dead end. So don't worry too much about it. Don't forget to heal between every battle. So we're going to step on this switch again. We've got 4 more enemies to find, by the way, so we might be here for a while yet. Okay, we're going to head down here next. Nothing but behemoths, are you serious? Okay, and then we want to head down here now. And yeah, now we want to head down this staircase. I get that mixed up sometimes. Okay, new enemy, the Misfit. 1750 HP, weak to fire, holy, and healing. Which means that, guess what? Holy waters work. Bye-bye. And then for the Behemoth, let's use a Blizzara. Should do the trick. Ooh, maybe not. That I was not expecting. Yeah, let's wait. Oh yeah, let's use Bio. There we go, nice and easy. Another 10% HP towards Edgar. Okay, let's heal up. So we found 3 of the enemies, 3 more to find. Gonna come across now, down, up, and around. And then we want to come all the way over here, pick up this beret, and then step on this switch here. And amazingly, we're missing 3 enemies. Let me see where I can find them. Should have run into them by now. Here we go, Platinum Dragon, 2,802 HP. Not weak or strong against anything, so we're going to use a Thunder Rod here. Oh, didn't kill them, but this is what the flash is for. That should do it. Just about. But yeah, nice and easy. Good source of experience as well. Here we go, the Apocryphers. These are 1,900 HP, weak to lightning, holy, and water. So we're going to use 1 cast of Thundara. Usually that's enough. It is! Fantastic. And Terra learnt Teleport. Hooray! +1 magic for Terra, +2 magic for Celis. Finally! God, that took forever! Anyway, we've got our Brain Pans here. Brain Pan has 1,300 HP, is weak to fire, lightning, holy, and healing. The full shebang. So we can use a holy water here, a holy water here. Brain Pan has this really ridiculous ability called Smirk that basically will cast Stop on someone. So Edgar is stopped right now, and that's really annoying. It is what it is. Holy water on Misfit, and then we'll use a Thundara here. Boom. Oh dear. But yeah, the Apocrypha will eventually go down. And that's all the new enemies on the floating continent. Something to bear in mind is that you may also run into ninjas here, but like we ran into them in the Cave to the Sealed Gate. In cases like that, I genuinely suggest you just run away. They have AoE magic spells that can really hurt you. So yeah, just throw your smoke bombs and run away. In terms of fights to take here, I recommend the fights you take are any groups of Apocryphers, because you can kill them with one of Terra's Thundaras. Also, any Misfits plus Apocryphers as well, because you can just throw Holy Waters and a Thundara as well. Anything easy, I would just take down. Whilst I've been in the floating continent, Celis has learned Protect, but more importantly, Edgar has learnt Death, which is going to be very important for a couple of battles in the future. But yeah, Terra gets a nice level up, level 27 now. Okay. So yeah, that took a long time. I sort of did some walking around to find what I was looking for. Next thing I want to do is head down here near to where the blast switch and the beret are. And I actually want to go down this hole here. Reason being is that we've got a save point here. So first thing I want to do is use another one of my tents. And I also want to change some things around. So I want to give Celis Carbuncle instead of Zona Seeker. And on top of that, I want to give Celeste the Hero Ring and Hermes Sandals. There's the Hero's Ring. There's the Hermes Sandals, because she's going to be super useful for an upcoming boss fight. A very infamous upcoming boss fight. Yeah, I'm going to save here. And I'm going to call it here as well. Thank you very much for watching. In the next episode, we'll make our way further into the floating continent. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please don't forget to leave a like on the video and support the channel. But in the meantime, that's it from me. Take care, stay safe, and don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye-bye.